There's an epidemic of cancer in this country, and a large part of that epidemic involves working men and women who are exposed to toxic and chemical substances in their workplaces that cause cancer. Let me give you some examples. Benzene is a solvent that's used as a degreaser in all kinds of different industries, and benzene is a product that is present as part of a mixture of a lot of chemicals. There are lots of other chemicals, solvents, TCE and perchlorethylene, which are used in the dry cleaning industry and in all sorts of heavy manufacturing jobs, have been associated with kidney cancer, with blood cancers, with bone cancers. There are other chemicals that are called halogenated hydrocarbons. There are a family of chemicals called glycol ethers, which have been associated with male and female reproductive cancers. And the list goes on. And these are just examples. But the fact is that all too many of the kinds of chemicals that are used every day in workplaces across America and across the world are contributing to this epidemic of cancer. And what makes it terribly, terribly serious is that it's not like you're exposed to this and you immediately get an effect. Cancer is a disease that has what's called a latency period. And so it could be 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years after the exposure of a young man or a young woman in the workplace that they actually get sick. Working in an environment, or if you ever worked in an environment years ago where you were exposed to chemicals or dusts or heavy metals, and you've developed a cancer or some other kind of serious illness, and you think there may be a relationship, then there are two places that you would go for information. The first place you might go is to talk to a medical specialist, not in treating the diseases, because those doctors are specialists in trying to cure the disease. But there's a specialty called occupational medicine that specializes in trying to figure out whether there are relationships between work and disease. And the second place that you would go would be to lawyers who specialize in this subject, because one of the things that lawyers, such as lawyers at Levy Konigsberg, have specialized in is understanding what exposures do cause diseases and what diseases they cause, and understanding what diseases are not related to exposure, because not all diseases are related to exposures and not all exposures cause harm.